Go all in. Don't question yourself. Don't think about what could go wrong. Just go all in. Once you made your mind up on doing something, just give everything you have in your body to that idea. Make sure that you put as much water into that seed without overflowing it, of course, without flooding the seed, of course. Just give it your all. Don't question yourself about giving it your all. Don't be like, what are these people gonna think? They're gonna think I'm a little crazy. It don't matter. Because it's either you're gonna care about what these people have to say about you now, because you're giving your all into something, you're waking up early, you're still going to work, you're still doing this, you're still finding time to do schoolwork, you're still having a job, you're still having another job, and still working on this, and it's like, oh, he crazy. It's either that, or you don't do any of those things, and then it comes back to you. Now you're questioning yourself. Now you're like, damn, if I would have just started, if I would have just started 5 years ago, if I would have just stayed consistent, if I would have just gave it my all, if I would have just not cared, if I would have just not cared what somebody else had to think about what I'm doing, if I would have, think about how many people died, how many people are in the grave right now, sitting with so many if I would have. If I would have this, if I would have that. If I would have just started, man. If I would have just stayed with it. If I would have gave it my all, what would it have been now? This is something that stopped me a lot. It's something that had me thinking a lot. Then I understood it was part of my progress of growth. A couple years back, I think probably same year I graduated high school, year after, I'm like, damn, man, like, what if I would have really given my all to football, What if I would have just been better? What if those days that I half-assed, what if I would have just pushed? What would it have been, But then again, you can't dawn too much on the past because you'll get lost. It's okay to study what you've done before. Study yourself, of course. Study the actions that you've taken before so you don't take them again. You got to make sure you do that. So then I started thinking, I can't allow this to happen again. I can't allow myself to build up this period of time where I'm just sitting on what if I would have, on what ifs, on if I would have just went a little harder, if I would have recorded one more video, if I would have taken more time, if I would have left home. I just started taking action. I didn't let myself build up any what if I, or like what if I would have, Because it's like you're either going to take over your life by choosing and doing what you want to do, or you're going to let somebody else choose what you do or want what you want to do. There's two sides of your story. Are you controlling your story, or is somebody else with a pen or a pencil around here in the world is just jotting down what you're going to do next? Do you have control of your life? That's the real question. Do you have control of your life? And the realest question that you can ask yourself is, do you want control of your life? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Because a problem is not a problem if you have the solution to it. We all have the solutions to our problems. But we allow it to continue on being a problem. Say you're overweight. You know your solution, but you feel comfortable now. Now you're like, no, I can't do this. I can't lose weight. I don't know. This is how I've always been. It can't change. Now you're fucking dying because you're not taking care of your body. You're unhealthy. You're in the verge of getting diabetes. You're in the verge of getting sick every other weekend. It's like, is that how you want to live? You're used to smoking every day, just getting high every day. It's something you've always done. Your lungs is fighting right now. You have brain fog every day. But you can't change that because this is what you've always done. Right? Or what? It's just comfortable. It's just comfortable. You like the idea of maybe I should stop smoking, maybe I should lock in. I love this, I love that, but you're not breaking it down. The treasure looks beautiful. X marks the spot. But what about the journey to that treasure? What about the journey to the X? Where you deviate, you're going the wrong way, you're looking at the map. The whole time you've looked at the map upside down. Then you get the map straight and now it's like you have to go the same way you went, just whole other side. And then once you get there, you have to dig because the treasure's not just going to be in the open. Now you got to dig for 12 feet. Now it's going to take days to be able to get to the treasure. That's life. But you want it to be easy. You want the treasure to be right there in the front of your door. So that when you open the door, it's the first thing you see in the morning. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be easy. It gets easy because it becomes part of your habit. It gets easy. It's easy for me. What right now is 5 in the morning, 5 on the dot. I woke up an hour and a half ago. Woke up at 3:30, got ready, went to the gym, ran, did my abs. Now it's 5. I'm about to make me some breakfast, relax for a little bit, maybe read me a little book before I go to work. Go to work from 6 to 6, calm 12-hour shift, come back home, lock in again. It's not easy in the beginning. It's not easy when I have my eyes closed. I'm like this with one eye open, driving to the gym at 4 in the morning. I'm like, oh man, I don't even want to be doing here. I don't even want to be here with no pre-workout because I'm like, it is not healthy for me to be taking pre-workout. I don't want to take no pre-workout. I'm going to just drive, okay. We're in the gym. It's not easy to get into the gym at 4 in the morning, 4:10 in the morning, and get out of that car that's warm, nice and warm, so warm in the car. To open that car door, get hit with 20 mile per hour wind. That's cold, real cold. I gotta go in the building where there's nobody. Sometimes there is, but then there is people there, and then that really opens your eyes. I'm like, yo, they grinding. Yeah, that's where you get the motivation. Sometimes you get the motivation while doing the things. That's where I get the motivation. I'm like, yeah, everybody here, I love that. I love seeing people do good. So I'm like, I'm surrounding myself with that. You know, I'm waking up early to go to the gym. I'm like, I'm going to be the only one here. And there's some other people here. I'm like, there we go. There we go. Let's compete. Let's work. Now I make sure I beat everybody that goes to the gym. That's just me, though. I'm competitive. You know, so now I get to that gym before anybody else does. I've been getting there a little bit too early. I think I'm meeting the ones that get out of work at night and then go to the gym. I'm there 3:35 on the dot, 3:40 on the dot. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a sound. You know, it's not gonna be easy once you get started. It's not going to be easy. I love things that are hard nowadays because it's like, pause. because you're starting something, and of course it's going to be hard. It's not gonna be the easiest thing you've done. It's not gonna be like writing a letter. Like you've wrote your whole life. You're gonna be able to write something. You're gonna be able to spell something. You've walked your whole life. You're going to be able to walk. You're going to be able to run. But what about the child? A little toddler. When do you tell a toddler? When's the age limit where you're like, okay, that's it, baby. You're done trying to walk. That's it for you. Stop trying. We're not gonna worry about you walking. We're gonna carry you everywhere until you grow old. Then we just gotta keep carrying you. You don't. Think of every idea, every project you start like a toddler. Sometimes it's gonna have to crawl. Sometimes it's gonna need some assistance. It's gonna get up, start walking a little bit and fall. But then it's gonna be that one day where you chose to stay consistent. And that toddler's gonna start walking. And after it starts walking, there's no going back. Because now that baby want to run faster. Now that baby ready. He's like, I'm about to hit a jog right here. After this jog is over. Because after the jog comes that speed run. Now you speed running. Now that baby running. Now it's like, oh, this is easy. After you running, he could come back. He could come back to that little walk. I'm just walking. I'm pacing it out now. I'm going at my own speed. Think of your projects like that. Think of your ideas like that. Think about the things that you want to change like that. Think of all of it as a toddler. A project that is going to need some help to get started, but it's going to need consistency, persistence, and discipline. Those three things are something you need to keep in mind. And you're going to take over everything you want to take over. Consistency, persistence, and discipline. Nothing will stop you. Nothing in this world can stop you. It's not going to be easy. But I promise you, it's going to be a sure good life. Because you're going to wake up every morning being thankful to yourself. You're going to be able to admire yourself because you're like, I'm doing it all. I'm doing everything I can. Nobody can stop me. You're going to stop questioning yourself. You're going to be like, this is me. This is what I do. People are going to try to bring you down with things and you're like, it's cool. I know who I am. I've been doing this. Don't try to come and give me advice. I see your life. The reason why your life is like that because you're not taking the advice you're giving me. I love those people. You know why I say I love those people? Because I was one of those. I'm a great advice giver. But I wasn't listening to my own advice. Once I noticed that, I was like, I'm the biggest hypocrite in this world. I'm telling old boy over here not to be smoking, then I'm over here chiefing. I'm over here telling you not to smoke this ganja, and I'm over here. Pluto ain't have nothing on me. But that's how you learn. Some people go their whole life without noticing how hypocritical they are. But once you start being honest with yourself, just be honest with yourself. It's going to change everything. Everything in your life is going to change once you're honest with yourself. You're going to sit there and be like, oh, it's me. Oh, this ain't working because of me. Oh, my bad. I'm putting all my energy into the wrong thing. I have this much energy. Why am I not using it in a different way? It's going to start hitting you. You're going to start thinking more. You're going to start studying it. You're going to be like, okay, let me fix this now. Once you start fixing one thing in your life, it becomes a domino effect. Now you want to fix everything. You get to a point where you're like, why is this dirty? Have I always done this? Have I always left this here? Let's pick that up. Let's clean that. Let's not leave no dishes in the sink. Let's keep the bathroom clean. Let's keep the living room area. I don't care if I have my room dirty. Let's keep the living room area clean. You know, just keep it peaceful. When I walk home, I get home, I'm like, wow, this is clean. This is beautiful. You're going to fall into a domino effect where you want to fix everything. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But then again, it's not going to be easy. Me sitting here and telling you it's going to be easy would be one of the biggest lies I ever told you. And that's why I'm being honest. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've done in your life. And after you become consistent with it, after you be persistent with it, after you put discipline into every single thing that you do, you're going to be like, oh, this is easy. It's real easy to wake up early in the morning. You start getting that sense of pride of, yeah, I'm up. Everybody else sleeping right now. By the time everybody else wake up, I already been through their day. And the first half of the morning, then I gotta start my day. I'm gonna leave you out with this. What would you be if you went all in? What would you be if you went all in into everything you did? Don't question yourself. Love each other. And keep going. You got this, King.